When it comes to student athletes, we tend to focus on their athletic performance, what we see in the stadiums, in the arenas, and on TV. What we don't see are the exams and the homework and the studying it takes just to be able to compete. Keno Davis wants fans to see the other side of his team. They've got a renewed focus on academics, and this season, they're looking to make an impact not only on the court, but in the classroom as well. When you were hiring Coach Davis, how much did you all talk about academics?
Keno and I, early on started talking about what type of program he would like to have. And as we talked, we were really on the same wavelength.
In meeting with Dave Hickey before taking this job, we talked about what do we want the men's basketball program at Central Michigan to be about. And we came up with the idea that this is truly going to be about the student athlete and young men that are going to come in here and be successful, and they're going to do it the right way.
Understand, when you come to Central Michigan University, when you become a Chippewa, it's just as important to be successful academically as it is athletically. Our academic services program is second to none.
The Academic Services Center, located in the indoor athletic complex, is where student athletes go to study and to get help with homework. We talked to Tara Albrecht, Associate Athletic Director for Student Athlete Services, as well as sophomore guard Chris Fowler and senior center Zach Saylor about the Academic Center and what it means to be a leader when it comes to academics.
Over in Student Athlete Services, we refer to ourselves basically as academic coaches. So we help with anything that pertains academically. We're open approximately 70 hours each week. So that does give our student athletes ample time to come, study, utilize our quiet study room or our computer lab. We also have tutors available every evening, specifically for classes in math, science, English, things like that.
Well, I feel like our athletic academic staff does a great job of putting us in a position to succeed. They give us all the necessary tutors and the necessary times to study, and even our own study hall area to the point where we can get the necessary work done that we have to get done.
With Chris, I think underclassmen really look up to him and idolize the ability to be well academically and athletically. He's in a theater major, which requires a lot of additional time and work in the classroom. So being successful that way, it really does show that he can be a leader both academically and athletically.
Academically, I just feel like I have to lead by example by going to class and by making sure my work is done and hoping everybody follows the example that I try and set. But I haven't really had to do much because the team is so, we stress it to one another, and it just everybody's self-motivated to get good grades. I don't think I've had to do much.
I can't believe that Zach is actually going to be graduating with a master's, someone that's worked very, very hard academically, been a leader in the academic center.
I am in the grad program of MSA, Master of Sports Administration. I got my undergrad in entrepreneurship and business administration, meaning I want to go into sports business when I get older.
And so how, as a leader on the team, have you kind of enforced that student first, athlete second with the rest of your teammates?
I feel that I put an emphasis on academics by one, being in grad school. Just, I'm a senior, and just showing these guys, show through my actions, make sure I show up to class every day, knowing what I have to do, just doing what's asked of me. Everybody on this team knows how important it is to be a student before an athlete. Everybody goes to class, everybody does what they need to do.
Tell me a little bit about being a theater major and what made you get into that.
In high school, I had suffered some injuries. What that made me do was try and find other paths and other things that I love. So I did a play my senior year of high school, and I really gained a love for acting, so I just decided to pursue it more.
Okay, so one day your basketball career is over. How are you going to put this theater degree to use?
Act for a while, and then after I finish acting, or maybe even in the middle, I hope to coach at some time.
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for student athletes. The intercollegiate athletic structure is bound not only to athletics but to academic success.
You want to be able to be proud of what you built and how you built it. And I think when our fans and people around the program look at the individuals on the team, they're already proud of them. They're proud of how hard they work on the court and what they've done in the classroom. So I think that the legacy of this program is being built right now, but I think people can start to see the future.
When we talk about a championship culture, we're just not talking about winning athletically. We're talking about winning as a person, growing academically, being successful, being championship in the classroom. So when we talk about a culture, it really is who we are, what we are every day. And our student athletes live it, our staff lives it. So student athletes that come in understand the expectation. They know that that's highly important for them to be successful at all levels. And that's unique. I think that's what makes Central Michigan very special and our program special.
The future looks bright for Coach Davis and his team, both in the classroom and in the gym. You can see your Chippewas take on Manchester College this Friday at 2:30 here in McGurk Arena. And you can always keep up with the men's basketball team on CMUChippewas.com. For CMU Sports Zone, I'm Mackenzie Walter.